There's another record that was broken here. See if you're impressed with this. A woman in Washington State has been crocheting since she was 8 years old. That's not the record. She's crocheted. Her grandmother taught her how to do it. She broke the record. Alessandra Hayden of Gig Harbor, Washington, crocheted 34 hours and 7 minutes straight. And that is the record. She did not sleep during the 34 hours and 7 minutes. And so she was able to keep crocheting the entire time. And she says her family helped because her husband did all the witnessing and paperwork and got a Guinness representative there. And she did get it. And she said, my daughter would feed me snacks, water, coffee, energy drinks, whatever I wanted. And she'd help me drink them through a straw while I continued to crochet.
Did she use toilet?
It does not mention that she even went to toilet.
I bet you, well, she had to, but I bet
you take it with her.
But that she could take with her.
Yeah.
You can't? I don't even know what crocheting is.
She wiped with whatever she was crocheting.
No.
She wiped with the pot holder she had to crochet. That was it.
That was going to be my sweater.
Yeah.
Maybe she didn't go number 2 during it.
Yeah. She only went onesie.
Mm-hmm.
They have adult diapers.
Yeah.
It's a great question. I don't know if she got to take any kind of break or not. They didn't say, but they said she crocheted 34 hours and 7 minutes consecutively.
Crocheting is different. I don't know the difference. It's different than like if you're making a quilt. That's not crochet.
It's an Afghan.
Very different.
It's like an Afghan that you can kind of has holes that you can kind of see through.
I
His
think
grandmother used to do it.
Right.
I'm going to sound dumb, but I think crochet is more yarn, where like a quilt is
thread.
Needle and thread.
Yeah.
It's like the crochet needles had a little hook on the, you hook and it makes that hole.
So what's knitting?
You had to have two. What's the difference in knitting and crocheting?
Oh, and then I don't know.
Which one? One of them you use 2 needles. And
I think you crochet with 2.
Well, you can't go to the bathroom like that.
You're right. You can't do twosie.
You poke yourself in the privates.
Well, you'd have to have your husband wipe for you.
And pull your pants down.
And pull your pants down and do everything for you while you continue to crochet.
Very supportive man.
He was into it.
Yeah, one uses 2 and one uses 1.
He said, you're getting in that book, man.
How bad do you want it?
You are getting in that book. I don't care.
How bad do you want
We're doing it now.
Clean me.
We're doing
Okay.
I need another skein of yarn.
That's right.
What's macrame?
Oh, I don't know any of this.
Is that paper-based?
I don't know.
I don't know any of these crafty things.
I don't either.
I'd have to learn about crochet.
What's a sampler made of? That Home Sweet Home.
That's needlepoint.
That's needlepoint.
That's needlepoint. That's a different thing. That's
How do
needlepoint.
you know?
Well, now my relatives have done needlepoint.
Bless this mess.
And they'd say, here's a needlepoint. Yeah, bless this mess. That's right. We went,
Live, laugh, love.
that's the one nobody wants. We just went over that yesterday. Dave wasn't here.
Yeah.
There are like all these positive sayings people are tired of. Live, laugh, love is one of them.
What do they say? It's washed. Live, laugh, love is washed.
Yeah, it's done. Too many people said it. Too many people had it on the wall.
Blessings.
Bless this mess. What was the one I like? Carpe diem. And people are tired of hearing carpe diem.
What?
I love carpe diem. That's my movie now. That's from Dead Poet Society.
Oh.
Barbara knows the difference between knitting and crocheting and needlepoint. Barbara, go ahead.
Okay, so crocheting is you use 1 hook. Knitting is you use 2.
Okay.
Needlepoint is you use a thread to go through this little this fabric, and quilting you use a sewing machine.
Okay.
Fabric.
Okay. So, do you think crocheting or knitting is more difficult?
It just depends on what you're doing. I like crocheting better because it goes faster.
Okay.
Knitting is, to me, more tedious.
Okay. Are you impressed with this record? 34 hours and 7 minutes of consecutive crochet.
Oh, yeah, your hands would get really tired.
Yeah.
Good point.
So she said.
Got to rest them in ice.
And she did it, but she did it.
So when you're done with crocheting, what do you have? A sweater? A blanket?
You can crochet an Afghan. You can crochet stuffed toys. You can crochet sweaters. You can crochet a blanket. So there's lots of stuff you can use for crochet. Same thing as with knitting, basically.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Smart lady.
Very informative.
I bet you can make I bet her toilet's covered.
Do you have a toilet cover, Barbara?
No.
No.
Got a
Come
pop
on now.
No. And I don't have one of those little dolls that covers your toilet tissue.
You don't have
no.
the toilet.
I bet you got a pot holder.
Pot holders. The pot holders now. You got to have that.
No, I sew pot holders. I don't crochet them. It's hard. It would be hard to crochet a pot holder because unless you use cotton, it would melt. Well, you can't really do that anyway because it would burn your hands if
Yeah.
you if
Yes,
you
that's right.
you
It's
know,
not
if
made
you-
for it.
No, it's not. It's because it gets hot through there. Wonderful, Barbara. Thank you so
Let's
much.
dismiss.
That's really good. Now, the woman who crocheted for 34 hours crocheted a very large blanket, which they donated to her daughter's school auction, and it was bought for $2,000 and given back to the woman who crocheted
Jeez.
as a gift. Somebody bought it for $2,000.
Do
And
we know
gave
the
it.
dimensions of the
Yeah.
blanket?
90.
Will it fit a California king?
It goes over the roof of the house. She was crocheting for 34
For those
hours.
hours?
Yeah, they put it over the roof of the house when it rains.